Okay, lesson 3.1 is about lines and planes, and it's really just the introductory lesson to this unit about parallel lines, and it's got a lot of vocabulary on it, just basics, so let's go through it. Okay, first of all we have parallel lines, and we use this symbol to mean parallel, and parallel lines are two lines that are in the same plane, so they're coplanar, and they don't intersect. So they are non-intersecting. Next is skew lines, and skew lines are non-coplanar. They are in different planes. So it would look something like this. So again, skew lines are not in the same plane. They're in different planes, and they don't intersect either. Next is a transversal. And a transversal is a line that intersects two or more other lines in different points. So it's not an intersection of three lines all on the same point. The transversal intersects, it's this one, two or more lines in different points. Okay, when two lines are cut by a transversal, we have in this example, there's two lines cut by a transversal, and we've formed 8 angles. And those angles have relationships to each other as pairs. So first of all, the corresponding angles are the angles that are in the same relative position. So take a look at angle number 1, top left, and angle number 5. Both of them are on the left side of the transversal and above the two red lines. So 1 and 5 are a pair of corresponding angles. And if we look next to 1 and 5, 2 and 6 are a pair of corresponding angles. 3 and 7, and 4 and 8. So again, corresponding angles have the same relative position relative to the transversal and to the two lines. Okay, alternate interior angles. These are angles that are on opposite sides of the transversal, so that's the alternate, and they're on the interior. They're in here between the two lines. So opposite sides of the transversal on the interior of the two lines. So alternate interior angles would be 3 and 6 and 4 and 5. Okay, next, alternate exterior angles would be 1 and 8. Those are on the outsides. And 2 and 7. Okay, and then lastly, same side interior angles are on the same side of the transversal on the interior. And so 3 and 5 is a pair of same side interior angles, and 4 and 6 is a pair of same side interior angles. So these angles all come in pairs. Okay, so lastly in this lesson, we have a little theorem about what happens when two parallel planes are cut by a third plane. So keep the example real simple. Let's say I've got two parallel planes. It could be like the ceiling and the floor. And if I sketch in maybe like a wall, so a third plane, come right down here, a wall. What do you notice about the lines of intersection that that third plane has with the two parallel planes? So if I draw those, let's draw those in purple. There's one line of intersection, the top seam of the top of the wall with the ceiling, and here's the other line of intersection. It's the wall with the floor. And what do I see about those two lines? Well, those two lines, the lines of intersection of the planes, are parallel themselves. So the theorem is that if I have two parallel planes that are cut by a third plane, then the lines of intersection are parallel. Let's see. This is the lines of intersection.